how is this global action going to be impacting us today? Let's take a look at that. And, starting with the trade setup that we have coming in for today's day, do not forget, yesterday Nifty actually saw a very volatile trading session. Now, Nifty managed to close with gains of 130 points, which was up almost 0.6% of trade. Sensex closed with gains of more than 550 points, 0.7% of gain. But will this sustain? Because in the last few trading sessions, we've seen the Nifty flip-flopping between the red and the green. Yesterday, though, it managed the green. Today, it'll be interesting to see that. Now, what happened yesterday also, that the broader markets didn't participate as much as we were seeing in terms of a performance coming in. There was an underperformance there. So, yes, Nifty mid-cap was down 1.3%. Small cap also was trading with cuts. What was doing well? Nifty Bank managed green. We had Nifty IT that managed to hold on and was a top sectoral gainer. So, IT names were buzzing in trade. FIIs, those continued to sell. They were selling for the 14th straight session in trade. So, yes, Indian equities, they continue to sell. 4,026 crores is what the FI selling number yesterday came in at. Now, triggers for today, what we're watching out for: Wall Street, positive handover came in on that front because we'd seen new record high levels, almost near those new record high levels for the Wall Street. So, S&P 500 was very close to that mark. So, keep an eye out on that. Close eye on those Trump 2.0 policies that keep coming in. Anything new on that front, tariff front, is something we watch out for. Do not forget, Indian markets, domestic market, Nifty weekly expiry is what we're watching out for. And in terms of earning reactions, we'll see a lot of earning reactions coming in. HOL, Pidilite, Gravita India, among some of these reactions. Nifty implied open as of now, indicating a bit of a muted start. So let's watch out for that. But yes, that's the trade setup, what we are watching out for right now. But we have Vamakshi as well as Mangalam also joining in with us. So Vamakshi, first coming to you. Which are the important stocks to watch out for in trade today?
Well, good morning, Vinny. First up is HUL. The company reported an underlying volume growth which was flat as compared to expected 1 to 2% growth. Margins were rather flat at 23.2%, and the net profit saw an uptick of 19.1%, and this was largely on the back of one-time gain of nearly 509 crores. The company, in addition to that, has announced 2,955 crore acquisition of Minimalist, acquisition of Vishwatej Oil India Private Limited for backward integration, and the board has approved the demerger of the ice cream business with the share entitlement at 1:1. BPCL, on the other hand, reported a weak set. Revenue saw an uptick of 10%. The margins have improved from 4.4% to 6.7%, but this is much below what the street was anticipating. In addition to that, the board has approved development plan for Nunukan block with an investment of $121 million. Persistent Systems, good set. Revenue seeing an uptick of 5.7% sequentially, in line with the street's expectations. EBITDA margin came in at 14.9%. This is higher than what the street was penciling in, and the net profit saw an uptick of almost 14% at 373 crores. Pidilite's revenue grew by 7.6%, came in line with estimates. Margin was flat at 23.7%. This is below estimates, and the net profit saw a slight miss. Nevertheless, it was up nearly 9%. And lastly, keep an eye out on Signity Technologies. Margins have improved from 12.1% to 14.9%, and the net profit is seeing a sharp uptick of almost 46.7%.
Okay, Vamakshi, thank you so much for that. But let's go across to Mangalam, who is here to tell us what's going to be happening in the world of F&O. What are the important cues there? Good morning, Mangalam.
Good morning. So yesterday was a decent day for the bulls, largely because of the big recovery that we saw from the lows. So almost 175 points from the lows, and it was Infosys and HDFC Bank led that recovery in the market itself. And ahead of the weekly options expiry today, the important thing to watch out for will be the Gift Nifty indicating a slightly soft start. And that brings into account the lows of the Nifty. The last two trading sessions, the good part is that the Nifty, while it's broken that 23,000 mark intraday, it's closed above 23,000. So the lows were pretty close to each other. Now the street is believing that maybe we could see some sort of support coming in at that 22,980, 22,977 itself. And that's how the options are positioned as well. 23,000 put writers fairly active in yesterday's trading session for a premium of 17 odd rupees. On the way up, 23,300 call writers, though, equally active with a premium of 20 odd rupees as well. But remember, options expiry day is usually for straddle writers, the ones who write both calls and puts put together. So 23,100 call and the 23,100 put, both of them active for a premium of 120 rupees, telling you that the option writers are expecting an expiry range between 22,970, closer to the recent lows, and 23,230 on the way up itself. What is it that is putting a lid on the gains on the way up? We have the FII selling, which continues 4,000 crores in yesterday's trading session in cash. almost 1,000 crores in index futures as well. But at the lower level, support comes in because, we are seeing some long positions being added. Net contracts are at negative 3.5 lakh and longs are at 18% itself. It's a more stock-specific market. I'm keeping an eye out on 4 stocks in particular. We pointed out the possibility of India Mart entering F&O ban yesterday. That's done that with PNB. And Kalyan Jewellers, that's the one that I'll watch out for because that's now out of F&O ban along with Angel One. Kalyan Jewellers has fallen about 43% in the last 7-8 sessions.
Okay, Mangalam, thank you so much for that. But on